We are here with Andy Allen. He is the Director of Adult Education at Wellspring House to talk about some exciting volunteer opportunities as we need help for this fall class schedule. Right, Andy?
Absolutely, and thank you for having me.
So right off the top, do you just want to get into how adult education works over at the Wellspring House?
Yeah, so just based on Wellspring's mission, we inspire families and adults of the North Shore to achieve employment and financial through stable housing, education, and job training. And my job really focuses on that adult education aspect. And we kind of bucket things into three ways. So the way I look at it is as like a certain pathway. So we offer high set testing, for example. And high set testing is an high school equivalency for individuals who are adults who haven't necessarily got their high school graduation diploma. And we offer opportunities for volunteers to work with individuals who are needing to study for those types of exams. So that's one particular bucket that we use. And we actually do the testing right here at Wellspring. We are the only institution on the North Shore that does that. So we've given over 100 tests since July. So you can imagine how many volunteers we really could be using to help those students.
Oh, wow.
In addition to that, we have our college readiness classes, which is really a distinct partnership. It really allows for students to have the opportunity, or for adult learners to have the opportunity to work within our organization at earning credit at North Shore Community College. And so we offer classes in English, mathematics, and computers. We also offer boot camps to prepare for those classes. And then we even offer success workshops where we are looking for volunteers to run and help all of those programs to support student needs. Within the boot camps, it's kind of like more remediation skills, but once we get into the college readiness classes, it's really heavy lifting for them. And so the students need someone who's, has some skill set in that area. And then our success workshops, we look for individuals who are willing to volunteer to talk about financial aid, to time management, to procrastination. And then of course, there's our ESOL program. We served over 160 students last year with that. And we're currently working on a classroom approach, but our volunteers are essential to do conversational check-ins, support the classwork, and provide opportunities.
So, and these programs run year-round at Wellspring?
Yeah, so we try to do it on a semester type basis. So for example, the computers, the college, and the mathematics tend to run in fall and spring. But in the summertime, we'll have a boot camp to support that work. Our ESOL, under the direction of our ESOL coordinator this year, has decided to go with 12-week increments. And so we have 12 weeks of classes allowing them to gain success in English and move along the pathway. And you can imagine the need for volunteers, because with 160 students in that program, 90 students in the Ally program last year, or the college readiness program, we're doing a lot of work.
So it's my understanding fall classes are about to happen. So what are the immediate needs for Wellspring?
Yeah, so the fall classes actually are currently enrolled right now. They started last week, and we have approximately 36 students in there. And so we have 2 instructors serving those students. And what we really need is some individuals to volunteer who have some skill set in essay writing or up to pre-algebra, algebra, who would be willing to either sit in a class, or more importantly, kind of work with students in independent and small instruction, and Zoom or meet 6 feet apart, as the pandemic's having us do right now, and just provide service to those students. Within our ESOL program, that starts in October. That's where we'll definitely need people to reinforce language skills just by having conversations.
So will those volunteers need particular languages to be proficient in other languages?
No, actually what we want to do is immerse individuals in the English language. And so even just by doing what we're doing right now, Heather and Corey, even by having these simple conversations, hey, how are you doing today? And practicing that skill set, that's going to increase their language acquisition in both speaking, reading, writing, and listening. And believe it or not, some of our students, after going through our programs, working with our volunteers, they're at North Shore. So that's what the volunteers do. And the volunteers are equivalent to that endless possibility. They are the key integer.
So what's the average weekly hour commitment that you were looking for from a volunteer?
Yeah, it's definitely dependent on the volunteer, but typically 1 hour a week will be fantastic. If we have a volunteer who's working in our classes, it's typically 2 to 3 hours a week.
So if people want to learn more about this program or about Wellspring and get in touch with you to help out, how can they do that?
Yeah, so the best way if they're interested in volunteering is to contact Mary Hardwick. She's our hospitality and volunteer coordinator, and she can be reached right on our website at wellspringhouse.org, or she can be called at 978-281-3221, extension 300. What I would really tell you is that our college readiness program offers an opportunity for people who have gone on different paths. And we serve everyone from 18 to 75. It doesn't matter to us. It truly is this endless possibility that we shifted from this idea of adult basic education to college readiness because we knew people wanted to take the next step. It doesn't mean you have to go to college. It might mean that you want to become a machinist. So what I really want people to know is that through this program, you are going to meet several community-based partners. And within those community-based partners, the pathways are endless. You really can take the opportunity to become a machinist, or you can take the opportunity to explore classes at North Shore Community College, or maybe you're interested in a certificate program. And we partner with the other organizations here to make sure all of our students' needs are met.
And lastly, I want to know why you love what you do so much, because you can feel your enthusiasm in this conversation.
For me, this is an opportunity that I've really never had before. I've worked in public education. I've worked in higher education. I love them both dearly. I think they're incredibly important. But here we really impact one person at a time. And you can see it, and you can see their appreciation. And it's not about, getting a gift card at the end of the year or, their appreciation of the A. They want to tell you about how they've grown. They want to tell you the steps that they've taken. So that, I know I've mentioned it several times during this interview, but that little branding under Wellspring that says endless possibilities, it's true. And that's not always the case in many organizations.
I just know so many people who've been involved with Wellspring House and as clients and volunteers also. And I just think it's a treasure. Well, it's just life-changing. I think it's really life-changing for everyone involved. Thank you.
We have an executive director, a senior team. We have students. We have staff members, we have students, and we have volunteers. And I think, under Melissa Diamond's direction, really the message is it's all about growth. Individual, independent growth that improves lives, and you can't do better than that.
Yeah.
Well, Andy Allen, Director of Adult Education at Wellspring House, we thank you for your time and thank you for your message, and we hope people contact you to learn more about these volunteer opportunities.
Yeah, I really hope so. We're open and ready.